Number 4, the cycle you keep can make you to be rich or poor. How can everybody that is your friend be at your level? Look for people that can challenge you. Look for people that are ahead of you. Five things you do in life that can bring you down. Number 1, when you love food. If you love food, you will go down. How did I know that? Adam loved apple too much, ate apple and came down. Some of you, you can die because of food. You are going to, some of you go to party that they don't invite you because of food. Food. Oh God. We're talking with some of my sons, and they said to me, just give that brother food. Anything you want to know, you will know. There are some of you, when they put food in front of you, bam, any question they ask you, you will answer. Say, hey, that one, no, simple thing. Is it about my wife? I will tell you, not lie, she they talk. Once they keep food in front of you, you are ready to die. You go to party, you will carry extra nylon. As they are serving you, sister way dress very well. You don't open your bag. You don't turn her. You don't put. You do your face. Waiter, bring food. You can die because of food. They tell you that they want to poison you. Immediately you see the soup, you see the swallow, you find lie, nobody can poison me. Who want to poison me? Blood of Jesus. Now lie, even blood of sugar cane you no get. Food. Some of you men, they have trapped you because of food. A lady was confessing in my office how she tied a man down when I was doing deliverance. She said she used her urine to prepare food for him. She used her own urine. The man say, hey, you don't do spit for my office. I said, nah, you don't swallow him. Food. You can't control your appetite. Food. Some of you ladies, because of food, you have lost the man you are supposed to marry. You enter E3, you are demanding turkey, jollof rice, fried rice, meat pie, shawarma, shakuma, and shaka. They use ordinary coke and rice to sleep with you because you love food. Number 2 things that bring great men down is pride. Pride. Ask Nebuchadnezzar what brought him down. It's pride. Some of you, you have nothing, but you are just proud for nothing. Proud over nothing, no achievement. Proud. Pride. Whether you're a pastor, because of the little anointing you have, you are talking you think ministry is small anointing falling down. Pride for no reason. Pride. One of my sons was telling somebody, Papa is afraid if I go, he might lose a potential person. And I called him, I said, come. I said, how much are you giving to me? God used me to make you. How can I be afraid of you going? I said, there are people that have given us $1 million. We are not afraid of losing them. We don't even think about them. They still run after us. So when you are too much of yourself, you will not know where you fit in the equation of people. That the reason why people draw you close is not because you gave them money. It's because they love you for who you are. Everything in life is not about money. When you see men who have touched things, honoring you, not because of what you give, it's because their love for you is pure. It's not materialistic. Pride. I went to a country and I told my son that I was coming. I said, I don't want noise. I just want to come quietly. Because sometimes I just feel like being myself. And by the time I got, there was noise everywhere. Sometimes, fine, it goes. Sometimes the Holy Spirit can just tell me, come in quietly. And I was worried. And I was sweating. And he asked me, Papa, why are you sweating this way? I just want to. I said, I have told you I don't want this for this time. What do? I said, we wait until you clear your crowd. For this time, I had an instruction, come in quietly. And I told you, I said, how many times? He said 7 times. Why did you? Sometimes, when you get to a level, it's not about noise making, it's about impact making. One day we were going. The police escort that were following me, they started blowing siren. And I felt very bad. And I called my CSO. I said, how many times have I warned you? I'm not a governor, I'm a man of God. He said, no. I said, I've warned you. Stop doing this thing to me. There is a level you get to in life. You are not trying to make an impression. You are trying to make an impartation. Pride. You can never go up if you are fighting to be at the front. Jesus said, if you come to a meeting, you should stay at the back. Let the organizers of the program. Some of you are fighting to sit at the front, not because you want to sit at the front. You just want to show that you are important. Church is quiet. Pride will not make you see a man to marry you because of the way you talk. Pride. I apologize to all my sons. Not because I've committed sin. It's because I've come to a point in life. What am I holding? What am I holding to? Whether you say I'm small or you say I'm big, who cares? I just want to be free in life. You get to a level in life, you are no longer fighting for anything. You are fighting to live long. If you call me pastor, fine. You call me brother, fine. You call me Joshua Iginla, fine. Anywhere you call me, as long as you know that I'm a human being. Take yourself down. Take yourself down. Don't let your beauty enter your brain. Beauty used to fade. At the age of 50, your wrinkles will come. When you get to 60, no matter the makeup, your face will still make the makeup down. Don't let beauty deceive you. Pride of beauty. Come down. You are puncturing me. Do you know who I am? This is the reason why most of us can't be great. God don't just lift men up. You can't be talking to people anyhow. insulting them, abusing them, feeling so high of yourself, and not see that it is wrong, and you think it's your pastor that's not making you. See, some of you young ladies, you have gotten to a point in your life where you feel that the reason why you are not married is the church you are attending. With this your character, carry your wahala, your character. You cannot greet men. They greet you, you cannot answer. You are saying, it's the church I attend. They are tying my star for me not to marry. For you not to marry, that you cannot smile. With closed church, you cannot integrate with members. You don't carry your bag. Where are you going, Memuna? Memuna, wait! With closed church, you cannot discuss with anybody. You carry your bag going. What are you going to do at home? There are brothers here. Greet them, answer them. Bros, hey, how are you? Hey, yeah. You can't walk. Now lie. You go say, they go, where are you going? Where are you running to? Memuna. Husband will not see you on the road. Look at men, young men that want to marry. After church service, must you run? The reason why I'm not married is because the prophet is using this church. Do you know the generation of young men we have wedded here? They have given birth, have children. We are waiting for some now, for their daughters to go up, for we to start seeing grandchildren. Wedding here. Do you know people that are marrying? Because if we are not doing all. Do you know how many people bless in the office? You think it's everybody that want to wear wedding gown? Some people, some young men and young women have received sense now. Papa, take our ring, bless us. It's enough. We want sweet marriage, not wedding. Elaborate with confusion. You see families connected here. Hey, when you have character problem, deal with your character. Your church is not your problem. Church is quiet. Dressing, you cannot dress. You dress like Mama Chundu, Chundu, Chundu. Appear where you can appear. Smile, you cannot smile. You frown your face. You are fighting everybody. Character. Find there no pimples, bad character. Sure. Church is quiet. My marriage want to scatter is because there is a cause in that. Who told you that? Your marriage is scattering because you have bad character. Take responsibility. Your pastor will not live with your husband. Your husband will not live with the wife. You are the one that will live together. Cook, you cannot cook. Stew, na pepper soup. Ordinary stew, you have turned it to pepper soup. Your husband will put swallow into the stew. The swallow will come out like water. He will look his hand, the thing they drop like water, leke leke. Wow. Why is church? Today is serious, eh? I feel like teaching because sometimes we preach and you get excited. These are life issues. Your woman, mama is not your problem. I am not your problem. This is a place where people gather to pray. We pray and you pray. If anything happened to your life, don't blame me. If you feel like changing church, change church, no problem. After all, you are still coming here. The men of God on your phone, they are 8. And they are all praying for you. Stop blaming me. What of the other 8 pastors? Have their prayer not happened? You are calling every man of God to pray for you. Nothing concerns me. As long as you are a prayer contractor. When something happens, say, champion, because you can pronounce champion. Through it all. Through it all.
I've learned to trust in Jesus. I've learned to trust in God.
Through it all.
Through it all, I've learned to depend upon His word. Through it all,
Yes, Lord.
through it all, I've learned to trust in Jesus.
Yes.
I've learned to trust in Him.
Yes.
Through it all,
Through it all.
I've learned to depend upon His word. Say through it all,
Through it all.
through all the storms of life.
Through it all.
I've learned to trust. I've learned to trust in Jesus. I've learned to trust. I've learned to trust in Him. Say through it all.
Through it all.
Through every situation.
Through it all.
I've learned to depend. I've learned to depend upon His word.
Sit down, please. All through my life, I got to a level in my life. I learned to trust in Jesus and not to trust in men. I learned a lot in my life when I had storms of life. That some of the people I taught when I had my trials, I thought they understood me, and they did not. And they gossiped me. And among themselves, as they are gossiping me, they record themselves and betray themselves. And I heard their voices. So I relate with people, not because of what they have done to me. I relate with them because this is who I am. I choose to give myself life sanity. And I know that people can change at any time in life. And I cannot blame them because people are entitled to their opinion. Don't feed people ego. Pride. Until you get to a place when people strip you of your honor and God crown you with His honor. That's when you begin to understand there's nothing too special about your personal pride. Sometimes God will puncture it to see your attitude. Great men go down because of pride. Bring yourself down. You don't know whether you are humble until you have seen fame, money, and position. That's when you know whether you are. Check. Check yourself. If these three things have not taught you, you don't know the measure of who you are. Another thing that brings men down is love of money. 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 Owo. Ego. Kudi. You know people when you put money in their hands. Ask Judas. He stayed with Jesus for 3.5 years. He was a treasurer. He stole the money. Being close to Jesus can't stop the love of money when you have it. Except you love him. Money. What brings great men down? Money. Mammon. 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 Some of us, we just had 50 million and we are on top of the wall. Nobody can talk to us. What become of you when money comes in? It brings great men down. Please, don't let him bring you down. Don't let money come into your head. Some of us, we are bitter. Everything is about money. If there's no money, you know whether you love people when they stop giving to you and your love is still pure. What you do with money? Someone say, all these people are philanthropic. They are giving money. It's called philanthropic exchange. What do you mean by philanthropic exchange? How do we... Because you don't understand what it means to part with goods. Make your money. Let's see how many people you give to. We are attacking the gospel of helping the poor and the needy in the name of spiritualizing it because of our deficiency in loving the poor to help the poor. Let me tell you, when you have money in your account and you carry it and give to people, and you know that money is reduced, and you do it over the years and you don't stop, that's when you know whether you love mankind. Preaching gospel with sweet mouth that is not bad with giving is a sheer show of hypocrisy. We are in the days that men are not going to respond to us because we preach eloquently. They are going to respond to us in the amount of life our money and our love have touched. My children were on rural evangelism in Abuja here. There is a village they went to. With due respect, as long as I'm not mentioning anybody's direction. We had old women, 59, 60, 65, prostituting, collecting 500 naira. We are branding them, bringing them, helping them. And we are not talking about young women, old women in prostitution for 500 naira. And we are winning their souls, they are not doing it because they love it, just to eat. And there are men who are young men sleeping with their mother's age. You are telling me gospel? You think gospel is motivation? Do you know the amount of prostitutes we have changed their life? Put them on salary. Help them to start small scale business. Genuinely, they have turned around. You think the gospel is quoting scripture from Genesis to Revelation? When you ask, you say they are using their star. May God forgive you for the wickedness you are doing to the body of Christ in the name of greediness. women. You might not even know. They have come to church. They are here. You will never know them. Being transformed. We are feeding them, helping them, transform. You think the gospel is clamping the altar, preaching? Some of us are love of money. You think every preacher loves money? That's why some of you young pastors, all you come for is money, car, salary, papa, future, competing for material. No fasting, no prayer, no passion, offering and tithes. You can no longer correct children. From the beginning, they will get angry. Because of small money they have touched. Some of us, we walk around, the very day we are more ordinary is the day we hit millions. Billions lie in our account, we are still ordinary. It does not get to our head. Not get to our head. The next thing we think about is money on a mission to rescue the needy. Or you think about, they didn't give me money. They didn't give me this. I was supposed to. We entered the gospel not for money. We enter for souls. There is a lot. The work is much, but the laborers are few. One came to me the other day. She sat in front of me and she started crying. She said, for the past 5 years, I sleep like that. Dried, sicky. $64. Life is treating people unfair. Some they contributed with their hands, but we are not interested in their past mistake. We are interested in rescuing their destiny. What brings great women down? Love of woman. Love of woman. How many have I given you now? Love of woman. Either love of woman or love of man. Vice versa. Ask Samson. That's how he went down. If you cannot control your sexual appetite, you will soon be destroyed. Vice versa. If they put a small lady in front of you, you have to harass her. That is dangerous. Obsession. Obsession. There's a lot of promiscuity. Yes. Men are falling, women are falling. We are in the days where people are no longer ashamed. Perversion everywhere. Be very careful. May you not fail. I said, may you not fail. I said, you will not fail. Oh. You know, Judas, the man of God, he worked every day with Jesus. Because of the love of money, he went empty-handed. Samson, the man of God, he went all the way with Jesus. Because of the love of women, he went empty-handed. Do not allow me. Do not allow me. Do not allow me, Jesus, to go empty-handed. The last one that bring great men down is lying tongues. A lying tongue is vice versa. Either the great men start lying or they lie on them. That's why the Bible says you must condemn every tongue that rise up. Because when people lie against you, if you don't reply them or have truths to defend, you will go down. I have seen lies. When we're in the roadside, when the church start growing, some people say, he buried something there. He buried something there. That's why the church is growing. When we were building this altar, we brought camera, invited the deacons, invited all the pastors. We were videoing every stage. I have all the videos. Stage by stage. No work was done here without video. But people just believe that people become great by being ritualistic. Lie. Some people can lie to bring you down. I asked one of my sons, I said, why are you lying against me? He said, forgive me, Papa. I said, how many cars have I given you? He said, 7. I said, do I know you before? He said, no. I said, why? How do you feel when you leave my presence and you forget that you drove 7 cars from one man? Not because you can't get another one. Most great men are brought down by lies. Either another preacher is lying against another preacher from the altar in order to gain his people. I've seen battles of life. Oh. I had somebody here. She lied and said, this baby is Papa's babies. Yes. And some pastors, my sons around me, they carried it up. When I saw that the lie continued, yes, I arrested her and brought her and succumbed myself to a DNA. And this is somebody that benefited from me. When the truth came out, she lied down and started crying. And I said, you lie. Many great men have been brought down by lies from people they trust. And I asked him in front of everybody, I said, what wrong have I done? He said, you did nothing. She's crying. You helped me. You gave me everything. And I said, why did you do it? He said, I just feel like having pride because I heard about your storms. Lie! Great men were brought down by lies. The truth. That some of you, all you are after is to destroy a man who has gone up. Lies. Cook lie. Feel comfortable. And you are okay. When you say it, you don't have a prick in your conscience that you are lying. A sister came here. I'm giving you life stories. Came here some few months ago. I only prayed for her. Just touch her. Like this on her head. And that's all. She bombarded my life with so many texts. I gave it to my wife, Mama. She was reading the text one after the other. You think that is all great men. If I tell you what the temptation and trials we go through, you will give God thanks for our life. There is nothing she did not try. She was here yesterday night. The drama was from 8 o'clock till 3 a.m. I mean drama, nothing like anything. Because she was on a mission. Lie. When it could not longer work, she came physically. We had to invite the police to come and carry her. Nothing, nothing. Just when you are after, some of you, you don't even understand what great men go through. Hey, you are to love men of God and not to be obsessed with them. Church is quiet now. When you lie to bring a man down, or you lie to bring a woman down, some of us I can't reply text. So my highest reply is bless you. Because if you go above bless you, I can be in trouble. If it is too much, it is well. Is it because we don't want to? Because you don't know the mind of the person testing you. I can't pick calls anyhow. Because you are picking calls. Somebody is recording you to deal with you. The hearts of men are not clean. Even though they are sons, I take my time when I'm receiving call. When you ask me question, I have to think 3 times backward, 3 times forward. Because I am a father. You have made great men not to be themselves. Because their mischievousness is to prove a point that says he's not qualified to be great. What brings people down? Lies. Lie. Why say things you have not seen? Why create stories in order to make somebody look bad? Lies. One came up and said, I gave him power. I said, yeah, you gave power. The power have not turned your life around. And people can buy into lies comfortably and enjoying it comfortably. I was handling a husband and wife here. The man has already made up his mind to go away because of the lies they said against his wife. And he's not willing to listen to anything because it was her best friend that said so. And I invited the best friend. And I said, sit down here. How did you get to know this? Show me the proof. And I started talking. Until God opened her life to me. When I started talking, she broke into tears. What is the reason why she lied against her best friend? Just jealousy. The husband bought a new car for her. People can lie to bring anything down. Lie. If you enjoy tale-bearing, you will see 1,000 reasons why you should hate anybody. Lies. Lies. When a liar talks, his gospel is sweet. You can listen to it. They will bring facts and not truth. Church is quiet. May you not fail. Life is a journey. You will succeed. You will not fail. You will come out of the barriers of men. 5 things you do to win the battle of life. Run the race with wisdom. Run with wisdom. And when you are running with wisdom, you are very strict. Run with wisdom. Don't run with emotions. Emotions can deceive you. Run with wisdom. Run with wisdom. Run with wisdom. Run the race with wisdom. Don't give people second chance to destroy you. Forgive them. If they genuinely change, give them your heart. If they have not changed, watch them. Should you not forgive? Forgive. But run the race of life with wisdom. A female, just because your husband is doing well for you, you must not share it with all your friends. Everybody don't have that kind of husband. You want to win? Run with wisdom. Run, run, run the race of life with wisdom. With wisdom. With wisdom. Don't open things that you cannot control. Don't open business centers you cannot manage. In the name of trying to spread your business, don't open too many shops everywhere for those of you in business. Putting people anyhow, it will amount to waste of resources if there are no good managers. Many people today are no longer loyal to anybody. They are loyal to their stomach. In the name of, I want to spread all around as a general overseer. If you're a pastor, don't open branches that you cannot manage. You might have the financial capacity. If you cannot manage if you cannot get loyal people, they will kill you. How do you win? Win. Wisdom. 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 How do you win? Number 2. Invest in yourself. If you want to win the battles of life, invest in yourself. Buy good food. Eat well. Dress well. If you can perfume yourself, perfume yourself. The day you die, somebody will use that money and spend it more better than you. Alowo ma jaye eyin lemo. Ask those who were there before you. They have died and they have gone. If you have car, drive it. You labor for it. You deserve to drive it. Anybody that is angry should break bottle and hit transformer. It's your sweat. You labor for it. If you have a beautiful wife, pose with her. Show up with her. She is not your girlfriend. She is your wife. Anybody that don't like her, hung transformer, break your head. I have seen whether you are alive, they will gossip you. After you die, they will gossip you. So, good day alive. Make them they gossip you. Enjoy your life. Take 5 alive. Stay alive. Enjoy your destiny. Make them they die while you are alive. You know, I don't want to, because if I do it, they will talk. I'm about to round up. If I do it, they are going to talk. So I'm careful so that they don't talk. Who care whether you talk? If you want talk, talk your talk. Make her enjoy my enjoy. Five cars, you don't drive it. Good clothes, you don't wear. The one you bought from Canada, the one you bought from America, you can. Where are you going to wear it? Is it when you die that you will wear it? Church is quiet. Sit down, please. Church is quiet. How can you dress where you are hiding? So I don't want them to see me. Because if they see me, they will say I'm showing up. Who cares? Think what you want to think. Life is short. Life is short. I'm saving. You are drinking Gary. You are drinking Gary, you are saving. There are people we call Mr. Spender. When they handle your money, they will spend it for you. They are called Mr. Spender. Just give them access to your account. They will show you how to spend money. How old are you? Give it another 30 years. You will be thinking of packing your bag. What are you holding? Am I saying you should enjoy and not save? No. I'm saying while you work, you deserve to eat the fruit of your labor. The laborer is worthy of his wages. Worthy of your wages by spending on yourself. Church is quiet. People that are not rich more than you, look at how their life look sweet. You that is rich, look at how your life look every day. Enemy, enemy, and forget enemy. Enjoy yourself. Enemy go disappear. There are certain houses that demons can enter. The AC will freeze the demon. Some of you are too serious. You are frowning your face. Frowning. The way you frown your face, it is even disturbing the angels around you. You don't like happiness. Anytime people are happy, you are just being sadistic. Why? Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, it has started today. Out of every money you make, take something from that money and put on yourself. You know, I'm living for my children. Live for your children and for yourself. Some of you women, you are married to your children that you have forgotten that you have a husband. Don't worry. Those children that you are married to, they will soon marry. When they marry, you will call them and say, Mama, I have to attend to my husband. Mama, my children. Mama, my wife is you will now understand that your husband is the person that will stay with you after all the children have gone. Children, go and ask men who children are leaving the house. You will soon understand. My children, my children. When it is time, my children, they will leave you. You will not be patrolling in the house alone. You will not be patrolling. You will not be patrolling. Then you will not call your daughter. And she will say, Pale, what is wrong? You called me yesterday, so I just call you again now. Mom, what happened? Say, you know, they even ask your mother. You know, now these children, she too, is a cycle. That man that you don't want to see now, you will see him in old age. Now, 12 will come stay for the house. Now, I'll come and look at myself. They will say, excuse me. Excuse me. Hey, sister, that time, you will not start the romance that you have refused to do while you are young. Learn it now. Not until when your teeth is out, when you want to say, I love you. Say, oh. Now, this month, the Lord spoke to me to deal with issues of life. So what I'm trying to do is just to span through life. Because sometimes we can preach and quote scriptures and revelation, and they don't really span around issues of life. That's why you see me talking about life generally. Because sometimes we don't talk about these issues and we don't know how to handle them. And please, make yourself happy. Take your wife out. Take your children out. Spend on them. Treat them well. Eat well. Eat well. If you must fast, fast with a reason. Don't fast stupid fasting. Are you Jesus Christ? Every We are fasting. We are fasting. Even your children are learning you. Ordinary praying for food. Ah! Prayer break and fasting break for enjoyment break. Some people who don't understand what I'm saying, we think I'm being carnal. No. I'm not saying you should not fast, fast. I'm not saying you should not pray, pray. But there should be time for everything. Some of you have left home. You are sleeping on the mountain. You are staying on the mountain. Enemy die. Ah, this enemy, no, they die. Mumilo fogore, mumilo fogore, iyokumuha yemi baba. Mumilo fogore, mumilo fogore, mumilo fogore, iyokumuha yemi baba. Mumilo fogore. Now, people are going to talk, they are going to abuse you, they are going to they are entitled to their opinion, but what do you think about yourself? Life is short. Take care of yourself. Plan your life. Come to church. Pray. Hear the word. Go back Monday to Saturday. Work on your life. When you begin to have wins, then take some and put for your family, for your children. Then sow to the work of God to sponsor the work. Look for the needy and give. When you don't have, come back to your reserve. Take care of yourself until you have more and continue life. Just have this. You have to rest when you need to rest. In the midst of battle, give yourself rest. Problem no dey finish. As the problem keep giving yourself peace, understanding that what you do in the midst of battle is the peace that you enjoy. Hear me very well. The peace will come into you, but the battles might surround you. Stop being bitter. Leave people that have offended you. Forgive them. Give yourself personal sanity and continue. Don't let tale-bearer make you fight people. Don't fight another man's battle. The one in your life is too much. You don't need another man's battle to add on top of the one you have. Mumilo fogora, mumilo fogora, iyokuwa ayemi baba, mumilo fogora. Finally, hear this life story. It happened in Songota. I've shared this with you. We had our church in a room. We had a sister who was very sick. We preached to her to give her life to Christ. She was refusing to do that. I followed her up. She became very, very sick. Very, very sick. I'm rounding up with the story. To the point at which when she opened her mouth and poured her saliva, is blood. The case was hopeless and they had to bring her back home. She had used all her life fighting for her siblings. And she was into prostitution. She empowered every one of them. And she had 3 cars. And some few money in the accounts. So I went to preach for her. And then she eventually gave her life to Christ. Then she said some things that touched me. She said, Pastor, my brothers are fighting for my car. I see them. They are fighting for my car. They have distributed my cars. among themselves. They are asking me to sign my check. And they are forcing me. And they cannot enter this room because I have to cover. She's defecating where she is. When battle of life touch you, your beauty will be useless. And then she started crying. I couldn't hold back my tears because this was an elegant, wonderful young lady. Very full of life. She dances, do anything, pack her everywhere. When I saw her in a low state of life, fear, she was crying. The mother is the one cleaning her up. As she talks, blood. The mother. There is a friend that sticketh more closer than a brother. There is a level where you get to, where people will not be able to follow you there. It's only genuine people. All the mother does is to cry. And then she sang this song and said, I got joy like a river, joy like a river,
joy like a river in my soul. I've got joy like a river, joy like a river, joy like a river in my soul.
What pained me in all these things that happened? 2 days later, she died. They abandoned her body. They were fighting on the streets for a car. The elder one wants the best. They were fighting. Her body was swollen. The mother cried. We had to come in to look for a way. And the worst part of it, she doesn't belong to any church. She is in that church, in that church, in that church. No church can take responsibility. Don't be too proud. Somebody will birth you when you came to this world and see your nakedness. The day you die, somebody will birth you and see your nakedness. There's nothing too big that you are hiding. Slow it down. When we talk truth to you, we are not abusing you. We're just saying truth. What we do with these few days of our life is what we live to talk about. Take it easy. All the things you are trying to hide, you'll not be able to hide it. What you eat when you are alive, what you wear when you are alive, is what you have. The day you go, that's the end. One mark me, I shall know. They will divide your shoe. They will divide the car. They will take what they want to take. The day my father died, there was an amount of money in his pocket. It still became an argument that the person who came to assist stole the money. That is life for you. What you are holding, somebody will take. Take it cool. Don't fight anybody. I'm sorry, the reason why I'm talking this way, I just feel like pouring my mind. People ask me, what is in your brain? Papa, why is it that there is a change around you? The change around me, I've seen that Sometimes we fight battles that are not necessary. Give yourself peace. Hear me. Don't carry anybody on head. No matter how popular you are, in 2 years' time, your memory will start fading. Life goes on. People will cry on your dead body. When you reach evening, we're hungry, catch them. They'll go and take pap. They'll take fufu and eat and take Coca-Cola and continue the cry. It doesn't change anything. Life continues. The reason why I'm doing this is because I don't want people to talk. Let people talk. Be right before God and man and not men. Don't seek to impress men. Stand up, let us pray.